अच्छा, नॉन कन्वेंशनल में जो करियर ऑप्शंस हैं उसमें मैंने कुछ पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस डाले. Not to brag about myself, but just to give an example to our young professionals today, that there are areas other than conventional that are proven, alhamdulillah, and are very rewarding. Technical resource. I've been the technical resource of Cargill International Cargill Food Systems in America for 7 years. What does that mean? Technical resource was a concept that Cargill had developed in US, that a person will become throughout the integrated supply chain as a freelance person, nobody reporting to them and nobody they are reporting to, directly to the head of the operations or head of the unit, head of the company BU, business unit. What that person used to do, they used to make sure that every section is shaking hand at the right spot. Each and every step of the product and the procedure is going in the right way. Are we calibrated or not? Is our integration working? Do we have gaps? How to achieve them? Is data needed? New procedures needed? New people needed? New trainings needed? So Cargill had kicked my behind for 6-7 years in that position, and they took me to 8 different countries to be the technical resource for them. And then the time came that I became their divisional head as well. So the thing is that this is another area to become a technical resource. Process, product, people, practices, calibration, which I just talked about, was under the technical resource position. Innovations and commercialization. For almost 3 years, I've been the head of Asia Pacific Quality, Food Safety, and Innovations for PepsiCo International. The markets were there from Tokyo, from Seoul, Korea, Japan, all the Philippines, all the Asia Pacific, along with that the countries like Guam and Mongolia, who they have no innovations, and a country like Japan, who they have innovation or new product packaging, new formulation coming every month. So again a question, our young professionals, जो हमारे बच्चे हैं या जो हमारे जूनियर प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, क्या वो कमर्शियलाइजेशन मैनेजर बनने के लिए तैयार है कि नहीं है? Izharul Haq Awan has done commercialization for Pepsi Cola in Pakistan. Ask him what he had in his hand when he started this job as a commercialization manager. He had no background in education. I mean, food science was there. In the operational side, I was given the responsibility of operations of a Cargill 400 acres plant. There were 16 lines in US. I had not done maybe 2 pages of studies of concentration of juices in my whole course. So again, we need to think that if we want our kids to go into non-conventional areas, are we preparing them for the right cause? And I'm not just saying for academia, I'm saying it as an industry worker, that even industry needs to think that are we training our young professionals in the right way or not? Are we paving the path for them for the success, or we know that they will not be able to take non-conventional jobs anymore, and they will be QA, QC. Seth Sabad, factory owners, mill owners are still confused between QA and QC. Even today, after 26 years of my success, even in America, sometimes I hear that the top people are confused about QC. They still call me their QC director. So I mean, these are the areas that we need to start. Risk management. Risk management is a huge area. I came to know when, thanks God, I passed a federal service exam and competition in Canada and became the National Chief of Food Safety Risk Profiling for 3 years. And just remember, I am not a PhD. Okay? So thanks God I had PhDs, a series of PhDs reported to me in that position.
I was thinking that you were saying that thank God that I am not PhD.
So PhDs is very important. Like I said, if you are in academia and if you are in research and development, then your path without a doctorate degree would become a difficult path. But if you are in industry, then in undergrad or master degree would work with the right attitude.
Even in scientific and regulatory affairs, it works.
Yes, definitely. And in one slide I talked about flavorists, the people who they are in nutrition and flavor side. the PhDs and advanced degrees are required in so many areas. So it's not, I mean, I'm just a believer of having the right education for the right scope that you want to go to. And don't just have it for the hanging of a certificate. It should be for your will, what you do. So anyway, then other area is agriculture and aquaculture side. For the past now 7 years, I'm in the aquaculture world. Can we look back into our academia side and say, do we have aquaculture as a subject or not?
Of course.
So, if we have, can we develop it into a supply chain system and people can get training to that? Because aquaculture will not stop at farming. Aquaculture will start from specific pathogen-free hatcheries, having the brood stock, then building the seafood supply chain from step by step up till its integration to the market. So the whole aquaculture farm to fork type of concept, we have space there.
They call it blue economy.
Blue economy.
Blue economy.
70% of the world food after 2030 will depend upon things coming from sea. It's a proven fact now from FA. After
nutrition perspective,
nutritional perspectives, health perspectives, omega-3 availability in the different sea. Pakistan government has also started Fishery Development Board, FBD, and they have appointed some people. I visited Karachi last week and went through some projects, suggested few things to the folks. But what I'm saying is that huge space in academia to bring aquaculture and seafood integration, huge space in industry in Pakistan for food technologists, food scientists and nutritionists and food graduates to come in. I'm again humbled to say I was the chief quality officer and the first ever corporate director for National Aquaculture Group, which is 16 companies collaborate in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. I am a food scientist, alhamdulillah. I'm a food technologist. I was not a marine scientist. I had marine scientists and PhDs reporting to me, but I had the right way to work there and I was given a challenge that alhamdulillah was very successful. Okay, so मेरे जो छोटे बच्चे हैं, जो बेटियां हैं, बहनें हैं, उनके लिए भी बहुत बड़ी स्पेस है. For our young professionals, young food technologists, बहुत बड़ी स्पेस को दी जाती है. Animal feed and pet food, very non-conventional. The company that I am working for in Canada right now, I lead their global quality and management systems for 16 countries, and they have business in fertilizer, agriculture inputs, animal feeds, pet foods, and foods. So अगर मैं foods पे ही रहूँ सिर्फ conventional होते हुए, तो मैं उस कंपनी का ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर नहीं बन सकता, कभी भी नहीं बन सकता. तो शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उस कैपेबिलिटी को डेवलप किया एज ए पर्सन. लेकिन क्या हमारा सिस्टम डेवलप कर सकता है? क्या हमारे जो एकेडेमिया उसमें पेट फूड्स के बारे में कोई कोर्स है, कोई सब्जेक्ट है जो उनको ये बता सके कि एनिमल फीड कैसे बनती है, उसकी न्यूट्रिशन कैसे चलानी है? क्योंकि अमेरिका के अंदर सेफ फूड सेफ फीड एक बहुत बड़ा इस वक्त इनिशिएटिव है. सेफ फूड एंड सेफ फीड, उसमें हमारे प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए बहुत बड़ी जगह है. Just a couple of months ago, Cargill International was talking to me, be the regional director of Asia Pacific, of their animal feed area. Not food anymore. I'm not saying that I'm taking my step out of the food professional side, but what I'm just trying to say is that companies are looking for people who they have food background integrated into feed side. Very big space, very demanding, very rewarding. If you wanna earn millions, that's the way to go. Sustainability. Again, we talk about sustainability. ESG, please. This is the time. There's so many things under sustainability that I can talk about, but I think the time is put this way. Then getting into technical advisories and boards, and myself and some other alhamdulillah people in the global areas are sitting in national boards now and giving the advisories to the different sections, different governments. I've been the advisor of Ministry of Agriculture in Saudi Arabia and 2 now national boards in Canada as well. So not again to show my profile, this is not my CV, I'm not here for a job. I'm just trying to tell people, your poster said, if someone can do that, we all can do it. So this is encouragement to our young professionals. Don't shortchange yourself don't be losing your confidence. You can do that.